Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Pokemon Black Soul Link Randomizer Nuzlocke.
Yeah!
With Nick.
You
I've
did
been
it!
practicing that.
So good, man. You didn't even, like, stutter, you know?
Well, I did at the end, and I am now. But I mean, it's a good start. It's a good.
I think you
it's a
really
good
got a chance here at becoming, popular for just saying that line, you know.
Yeah.
It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know, like the "I'll be back"
Oh
deal.
yeah.
You'll be famous for saying Pokemon Randomized Soul Link Nuzlocke, Pokemon Black Randomized Soul Link Nuzlocke.
Yeah. See, you can't do it either. Is this a talent that you've got to practice and develop?
It is. I'll never be on your level. I wish I could be. But you're just too good for me.
No, it's a shame because you'll have never seen an episode of Basil Brush, will you?
I'd never even heard of it.
Right. Anyway, it's this show. You know, like Sesame Street and stuff, where you've got like puppets.
Yeah.
Or the Muppets, or anything like that. Right. Basil Brush was a show where there's this. It's an incredibly English show, and there's this fox puppet, but it's everyone regards him as like a normal fox, just kind of this anthropomorphic fox. I mean, he's tiny, and he's like kind of cat-sized, and but he wears like this suit, and he tells like really cheesy jokes.
Okay, I mean it's a kids show, I guess,
Yeah.
so I can play along.
But I know this is like a massive tangent I'm going to go on here, but he like lives. He often has like a straight man who is a normal human man.
Yeah.
as opposed to another puppet, and they're the kind of the other main character. I mean, there's other characters who like live with him as well, and they it's kind of a sitcom thing, but with like for kids. And so there was one of the episodes where the straight man, who's called Stephen, I mean it's not on TV anymore, but he got famous for saying like one line in a soap opera on TV that was, "I don't mind if I do," like when someone offers him a sandwich.
Oh.
And there's this
Don't
whole
mind
thing.
if I do.
Yeah, and there's this whole thing about him like releasing an album and like becoming super famous, just saying "I don't mind if I do" in different intonations and different
That is pretty awesome.
situations, like stars in movies just saying that one line. It's a fantastic episode. But everyone who hasn't seen that show won't get it. So, I'm so sorry, everyone.
Now I get it though. So
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in on some like super exclusive club, even though it's a public
not.
TV show. You know.
Like anyone who has lived in England as a child will get it.
Yeah.
But and I mean anyone who's lived in England for a substantial amount of time will probably know about him. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're grinding some Pokemon levels, right?
Yeah. I'm leveling up Coliseum. There's some trainer battles around, but I'm not sure I want to hop into them quite yet.
Yeah.
Coliseum just run rock though, which is really nice.
Cool.
So, there's also an interesting little green cabin up here.
Okay. I did see that on my way. I will go.
Glug glug glug. Glug.
What? What?
There's like a crocodile thingy in here.
Okay. Okay. Let me look at this.
Are you worn out? Take a rest here for a minute. Oh, he healed me.
Oh, is it like a rest house?
See, that's something that the original games were missing, I felt like. Or the original, like Fire Red, I don't know. I haven't played that much.
Weren't the rest houses in Fire Red?
I don't think so. I feel like I always had to go to a gym. Maybe I didn't.
There's always your home.
Yeah.
You just rest up.
But that's not very close. Like, I rarely ever went back to Pewter or whatever. Wait, what was the original city called?
Pallet Town.
Pallet Town. Yeah, Pewter's the first city you go to.
Because there's Brock. Yeah, I do not want him rolling me out. No, thank you.
Okay.
Transform and roll out.
Dude, the Illuminis. You know what just made me think of?
The Illuminati.
Yeah, I think Game Freak is actually secretly controlled by the Illuminati. They're in the games industry too, man.
Yeah, it's all a conspiracy, and everything is bad.
And stuff.
They're controlling our Pokemon and raising Pokeball prices.
Maybe they're trying to reveal their secret through Pokemon games. That's all they talk about is trying to reveal their secret to people, but no one can see it.
Is that? I thought the idea was that they keep themselves secret, and like the only thing is like recruiting new members.
I think they have like. I thought it was like a thing. Okay, first of all, real fast? What's super effective against Conkeldurr? What is it again? Is it ground or rock?
You mean?
Or no, it's fighting. It's fighting.
Well, yeah, Conkeldurr's fighting.
And psychic super consistent.
Yes, and flying.
Wait, sorry. I think it's like they have like a thing. Like they have like some. Isn't that like the Illuminati talks about? They have like some secret that the world's not ready to know yet. Am I crazy?
Probably.
I don't really
I mean, the theories about the Illuminati are just sensationalist stuff about oh things are bad, and I don't know. Like they're all secretive and they're evil and they're pulling the strings behind the scenes and all of that jazz.
Yeah.
I think that's the gist.
See double team.
Now
That's
you were gonna. Sorry, go on. Before I go off on this.
No. I can go for it. I think I was kind of going the same direction with this. You know what all this Illuminati stuff makes me really think of? Oh crap! I just
kittens?
used. Oh, good. He was fascinating.
Pythagoras theorem.
I mean, that is really close. Oh, I was at this thing. So friends of mine, we put together a thing, right? And we did this kind of like game show kind of thing for fun.
Right.
And we just asked questions back and forth.
Did you film it?
No.
Oh.
No. I'm sure someone put up their cell phone and did it.
Alright.
But I'm sure someone has a video of it. I was actually involved in playing. I was just watching. But one of the questions was, what's the theorem called? A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Oh, well there you go. Then.
And like, they struggled with it so much.
Oh, it's a crocodile in the house. The crocodile thing.
But like, and then they had it was guys versus girls.
Yeah.
And so then there was the girls had a question, and like, and it was which urinal do you avoid? And like, they got it like right off the bat, of course, like the middle one, of course.
Am I not in on this? Like,
it's like, what? You don't know this?
I know. I don't think I've ever heard this.
Okay, if you walk into this is like guy code, man. You need to know this stuff.
Yeah.
If you walk into a bathroom, and like there, let's just say three open urinals, right?
Right.
You do not go for the middle one, because then the next guy behind you that walks in is gonna have to go beside you. You go for a side one, then he can be as far away as possible.
Oh, I see.
Right?
Well, I mean, that's just like common sense to me.
Yeah. So that's
it would
just
only
questions.
be something that I'd figure out when I was there. Like, I'd get to the urinals and I'd go, which urinal should I select? And I mean, if it's like one of those places with 2 or 3 urinals, then I obviously just go for one on the end. But if it's somewhere like in a mall where there's an entire line of urinals, like 20 urinals, then I'd just select one at random, but it probably wouldn't be near the middle. Yeah.
When I was in Denver,
Yeah.
one time I went to, you know where Denver is?
No, but I'll go with it.
It's a big city in Colorado, but they have a big mall there.
Culturally ignorant.
No, it's fine. I don't know anything about your place either. You're whatever you call that, a country. That's it. I don't know anything about it. Anyways, they have a big mall there, and we're at this mall, and I go into this is like one of the weirdest experiences of my life.
Yeah.
I like go to the bathroom. There are probably anywhere from the range of maybe 15 to 20 urinals there.
Yeah.
To take a guess, it doesn't really matter. It was a lot, is the point.
Right.
So I go in and I'm like, I'm gonna walk to they were entirely empty. So I'm like, I'm gonna walk to the furthest one away.
Okay.
You know? So I walk all the way to the other end of the room, to the furthest one away. Like, whoever walks in behind me, I'll be far away. Like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like something I get into deep thought about. I just did it.
No, you just kind of do it automatically, because that's just situational analysis.
So then behind me, this, like, pretty tall old guy. And I say old, he was probably like 50.
Was he like a conkelder?
A what?
A conkelder.
I don't know what that is.
Your Pokemon. Or conkelder. Or whatever.
Yeah. And he had a red nose, too!
Did he have two pillars of concrete?
He did, he was dragging him behind him.
Ah. He left like
It was
this
really
trail
weird.
of concrete dust. You were like coughing at when he came in.
It was weird.
Yeah. So tell me about this man.
So, it's bad enough. He comes in, and he walks all the way down, out of all the available urinals, has to do the one right next to me.
Wow.
Which is just weird. And then, you know, it's kind, you know, the normal thing. You look straight forward. You know, it's not like you turn around, look around. Go. So you're looking straight forward. You know, at the wall, whatever.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "How's it going?" And then, like, you know, he's just gone like above and beyond. Like, no.
Hold up a second. This actually
Conversation.
happened.
This actually happened, yeah. Like, so, anyways, after all that, basically, like, he's like, hey, like, how's it going? And I was like done by that point, so I'm like, I'm fine. And like, I button my pants and just walk away. Like I am not doing this. So did not wash my hands. Just gonna say it because I didn't want him to follow me to the sink.
Yeah.
So I did not wash my hands. I went out, grabbed some hand sanitizer. Like, no, I'm not.
You got out of there.
Like, I am not continuing this. This is just weird.
Yeah. I can imagine. Well, I can't imagine, because no one's ever done that to me before, but... So you didn't answer him, you just kind of blanked him?
I said I'm fine, and then I walked away.
Oh,
I was
right.
like, no,
Okay.
this is not happening.
Right.
Is fighting good against water?
Not particularly. It's just normally effective.
And it's not gonna, like, totally destroy me, is it? I might be a 2-type, though.
Is it a
with
masculine?
a Basculin against a Conkeldurr.
Well, I think Basculin are part dark, so give it a good punch and it'll smack it into space.
Punch?
Yeah, just use a fighting move.
Oh.
Fighting super effective against dark, which I remember because, like, it's like superheroes and villains. You know, like...
Oh!
Like, fighting is kind of the hero, muscular type.
It wasn't super effective or anything.
Oh. Well, maybe they're not part dark then. I thought they were.
Oh. I'm gonna try to get him out of this battle. He's not very high level still, so that's not really helping. I'll probably just switch him out. Do a little switcheroo here.
Switcheroony.
Switcheroo. So, I did promise for this video. I did have a little bit of a story for you.
Yes.
About the time I got married.
Yes.
Um,
If you didn't know, guys, Nick is in fact fully taken. Not even partially.
It's very true.
He's a taken man, so you cannot promise your life and everything that you hold dear to be shared with him. I'm sorry.
It's true. I mean, I know it was tempting watching my videos, and
Yeah.
especially I've been doing all this face cam lately. I've really probably been getting some people excited.
Yeah, I mean, who can resist your rugged charm or something? That's what they say, right?
Yeah.
Right. Anyway,
so, you know, I told you earlier. I acted like this is some like thing that happened a long time ago. I told you earlier I was up till like 4 a.m. last night.
oh yeah,
That's because I was getting married. So,
right.
so, you know, you stay up a little late on your wedding night.
Yes, yeah. Just you know, you got to push the boundaries a bit when it's such a special occasion.
Of course. So okay, I'm like in this Google Hangout talking to some friends, right?
Yeah.
And we'll just give them alternate names for now.
Okay. Mr.
just,
X.
Well, they're both women. They're both women.
Oh, Miss X. Soon
So-
to become Mrs. X.
No. We'll do we'll for the purpose of this we'll call them. What's some good? Give me a good
Yeah,
girl
but
name.
we're gonna come up with these perfect like pen names or pseudonyms, and then you're just gonna pop one of their names in there at some point. Like you're gonna
Probably
forget,
mess it
and I'll have to
Give-
censor
give
it
me a
out
good
and
girl.
put like a Pokemon logo over your mouth, so you know.
But like a really raunchy looking Pokemon over my mouth.
What, like a Jinx?
Yeah, that's what I need.
Okay.
Oh man. So give me a girl name, just anything. Otherwise, I'm going with Beatrice.
Ew.
Yeah.
Cindy.
All right, Cindy and Lopper. So there'll be Cindy and Lopper.
Lop.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a device used to prune trees?
No, she's a singer actually.
Oh.
Cindy Lauper
Oh, it's a second name.
from like a really really long time ago.
Right. Okay.
I say really long time ago, probably like the 80s.
Okay. That's fair enough.
You know, ages ago.
Age. Okay.
The dark ages.
Literally.
So, anyways, I'm probably focused a little too much on names that don't really matter. So let's just
story.
say, all right. So Cindy, she says, "Hey, Lopper has something to tell you," and I'm like, "Okay, that's weird." And
Okay.
so I, you know, I'm like, we're all in the same call together.
you mosey on over to her.
Well,
Who's
Lopper,
obviously
what is it? What is this? She's obviously what?
she's obviously, you know, miles away, not in the same call.
Yep.
Just
So I
Sounded like you had to travel over to her
change
somehow.
webcams, you know.
Yeah.
It was a lot of work, I promise.
Yeah.
So I changed her. I'm like, so what is it? She's like, nothing. And they're both giggling,
Yeah, like girls often do.
like 5-year-old girls. And I'm like, you're both older than me. Grow up. And so whatever.
How much older are we talking here?
I was. I told one of the girls the first time I met her, and this is I guess my wife. The first time I met her, I didn't know I was gonna meet her. I was actually visiting Lopper, and so Cindy was there, and so the first time we met, we all stayed up all night from like 10 until like 6 in the morning. And so I told her, I was like,
were you
I'm
doing
gonna
exactly?
introduce myself to your father with, hey, I went to your daughter's apartment and stayed up with her all night. That's gonna be my introduction.
Yes. That's perfect.
So anyways, so I'm like, Lopper, what is it? She's like, oh, nothing. They're giggling. I'm like, what is it? It's like, after like 30 minutes, we kind of had other conversations in the middle of this. But like, after like 30 minutes or so, they're finally like, hold on, we're typing out. So I go over and I see I have this message, a private message from Cindy.
Okay.
And it's really hard to keep these names right. I'm gonna butcher this at some point here. I'm tempted to just mess it up intentionally, so you have to do the jinx.
So let's just call them wife and friend, because if I'm correct, the girl you originally knew was the one who's not your wife, and then
Not my
her
wife.
friend became your wife in this
Yeah.
case. Okay.
So I get this message. I'm reading this message, and I can't remember the exact wording, but it was like, hey, like I've only known you a little while, and but I really like you and stuff. I think you're a really cool person. And this message is blah blah blah, lots of sweet stuff, and it was kind of cheesy, and but I just need to ask you, like, will you marry me? And so I'm like. So, like, they're giggling, of course. So,
you're in this situation now where you're like, are they serious?
well, yeah.
Or
This is what they put you in. I'm like, I don't want to just be like, haha, that's funny. And she's like, I'm serious.
yeah. You think I was joking?
Then Lopper, my friend, says, you need to get on Pinterest so we can do something. Because we've been working on this for a while.
Right.
Like, I'm not signing up for Pinterest. I'm like, sign up for Pinterest. So, I signed up for Pinterest.
I didn't know anyone used Pinterest.
I did a long time ago, actually.
Like,
I deleted my account.
I've seen it. You can share things with it on YouTube, but that's the
Yeah.
only thing I know about it.
It's not very good. It's
Okay.
kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting how it functions for like as a nice little quirk. It'd be kind of cool if something like Twitter would actually use something like Pinterest in it, like have a Pinterest-like feature. Then I would like standalone. I don't think it's that great. So they add me to this private board, and they have been like assembling for a while. All this stuff for a wedding, like this is like a suit I could wear, rings.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I was like so shocked, like okay, and then so Sydney's like, okay, I know like I want to do this, but like we need to like be sure, like so we need to have marriage counseling first. And so Loffer like pulls up all these questions and starts giving us marriage counseling. Yeah. So yeah, that's actually about it. So I got married.
What?
That's 12 hours ago.
You got married by marriage counseling?
Well, after the marriage counseling, we had marriage counseling. We worked out some things, decided on how many kids we wanted to have, stuff like that. You know.
Well, like who married you?
Like it was just a thing that happened, you know.
But like, surely if you get married, there has to be a man or a priest or a person.
It's not about the paper.
No. It's it's about the tacos.
The tacos.
Yeah.
What?
No, I don't know either.
Oh. I just butchered some fishermen. It took freaking ages, but man.
You butchered the actual fisherman.
He was making me angry.
You stepped up to him and, like, whacked him with an axe.
Well, you know, fishing wire is really hard to break.
Yeah.
It turns out you could just saw someone in half with that stuff.
Oh. Well, I'll have to keep that in mind. You know, that could be useful in future for things.
Yeah. So that's the story of my wedding.
Well, that was fascinating, Nick.
Yeah.
Thank you for your wonderful insight.
I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just something to be proud of. Being married without actually being married.
Married. We're married, man. We are.
Good.
True love. I mean, we've only known each other for like... We've probably spent a total of 10 hours around each other in person. But it was enough. You know, love at first sight kind of thing. Well, it actually wasn't. It was love whenever someone randomly proposed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love at first giggle.
Love at first, yeah. Really confusing Google Hangout conversation.
You know, that should be a like a social networking thing. Because you know, like you have Tinder and Tumblr, and I think there's like a beard stroking site that I learned about from Rhett and Link called Bristler.
Ew.
They should have a site called Giggler. You know, like giggle but without the E and an R in its place.
Okay.
And this is where,
of course, it can't have good grammar. It's good English.
This is where like it's where like people who are too shy to say, "Will you go out with me?" or "Will you marry me?" They go, you know.
They go to Giggler.
And and they just have a laugh about, you know, all it is them just giggling at each other because they're too shy to say anything else. It's just,
and it's like Vine, where it can only be 5 seconds, so you upload little clips of yourself for 5 seconds giggling.
Oh no, it's under this pretense of that you have to create a 10-second video asking your prospective partner out. But the thing is that no one on the site can do that, so it's just nervous laughs. But it's under the pretense that it's like an asking out video. I think this could take off.
I think you should definitely give this a shot.
Get on the keyboard, Nick. Start with the website makings.
I don't know how to do that.
Sure you do.
No, I don't. Only do that full time, you know.
It's not like you work or anything, or...
It's not like I do that. To make the monies. actually, in the kind of middle of all this whole thing, I went jokingly. I went onto Facebook,
Yeah.
and I went into my relationship status and set it to married to her, right?
Right.
And she has to approve it first. So I just kind of, I figured she'd say no, of course.
Yeah.
Because when you do that on Facebook, it announces it to everyone.
Yeah.
And she doesn't say no. She says yes. And so I saw it immediately because I was on Facebook still. And so I just deleted it immediately. But so thank goodness no one saw it. But it was pretty great because I click on my timeline and I see the very top thing. When you get married on Facebook, it sticks it to the top of everyone's news feed.
Oh,
It gets
right.
it's immediately a most popular item on it.
Yeah.
Because a big deal or
It's,
something to get married.
prioritized, yeah.
And so I was like, no, I don't want everyone to actually think we're married.
Yeah, but people do that on Facebook all the time, don't they? They're married to 10 of their best friends and stuff, and it's why? What is this? What is this meant to mean?
What I find really confusing is a lot of people set their best friends as being my brother or sister.
Yeah.
Which I get it. I have friends that are that close to me, or they're kind of like family, but
But that's what the close
just
friend option is
confusing.
for.
yeah. It's
There
really
is an
confusing.
option to designate someone as this is a close friend, and so you get more updates about the stuff they do.
But no.
Really, if someone's your close friend, then you're more likely to know what they're doing anyway, don't you? If anything, you need more updates on the people who aren't your close friends, although I don't really want that, because a lot of people I have on Facebook are people I legitimately know from, school or whatever, but I don't care that much about their lives.
In the same way.
Not in a bad way, but they're just people who've gone, hey, will you add me on Facebook? And, well, they don't say that to me in person, they drop me a friend invite, but I don't know them well enough to care about what's going on in their life on a daily basis, but I know them well enough that they would be offended if I didn't accept. You know what I mean?
I have so many of those. Wake up slap. Yeah, I just feel okay, my good friends, the friends I really like and want to hang out with, I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna talk to on a weekly basis probably.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna know about stuff going on in life.
Yeah, or they'll text you or something.
Okay, wake up slap only works on a sleeping target.
Yes.
I'm not gonna use that move.
I think. Wait, does it only work on a sleeping target? Does it say that?
Let me read it real fast again. Wake up slap. The attack inflicts big damage on a sleeping target. It also wakes the target up.
No, I think it affects other things that aren't sleeping as well. It's just it inflicts more damage on a sleeping target and wakes it up.
I think I'm gonna get rid of focus energy.
Now, you don't have to get rid of something, but
I do. If I want to keep the move. Is it a good move? It's got 60 power, 100 accuracy.
it's only really useful if... I mean, it's useful in doubles because it means if one of your Pokemon's put to sleep, then you can wake it up easily. With the cost of some damage.
I got low click.
You can also have teams where one Pokemon puts them to sleep and the other Pokemon wake up slaps them for extra damage, so...
I don't have any Pokemon that can do that right now. I can't really guarantee I will.
There's not much point you having it right now, I don't think.
I think I'll just not do it.
Okay.
Alright. I will keep my old moves. Give up. Give up on learning Wake Up Slap. Alright. Coliseum did not learn Wake Up Slap. Sorry, Coliseum. Alright. So there's this neat little villageo up here.
You mean with they're kind of half-built houses, or they're made of girders or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That dealio. So I've kind of explored most of that. I think I have one more battle left there. Have you been doing that too?
I think I've done most of them. I was making my way up there while you were telling the marriage story and such.
Yeah, I battled fishermen while I was doing that. There's a guy here. There's... I really wish I could climb these ladders. Gosh dang it.
Yeah, they look like they look like they're there to be climbed, but I don't think you can climb them.
This game really makes me want to play, not X and Y, Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Ruby. Those. really makes fun to play that for me. I think I just like the visual. I like how the visuals look in this game a lot.
It's so pretty. Ruby, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they look amazing.
I'm glad they finally went to smooth edges with them, you know?
Because it was all, aliased? What's the opposite of anti-aliased?
Yeah, aliased.
Yeah, it was all aliased, in Pokemon X and Y, but, yeah, I guess they anti-aliased it for, the Hoenn remakes.
Yeah, it looks
say
so good.
Oras every time, because it's just like, sounds weird. Yeah, it looks so good.
Man, Inferno's taking a lot of damage.
Yay, level 21. Now give me a new move, please.
Use Bide.
No new move. Oh, be careful. Don't attack it if it uses Bide.
Alright, I killed it, don't worry.
Okay.
I had confidence alone.
Well, I think we're probably about ready to end the episode here. I mean, we must have had about 30 minutes of this.
I think so.
I don't want to kind of push it past the... I don't want to push it into an hour long, so I have to cut excessive bits out. Because there was some good stories there. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what do you think would be a better thing for you to happen in your life? Getting married or have a strange man talk to you at the bathroom?
Well, I don't think there's any question about that, really.
Definitely the bathroom.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
I thought you were going to say that. Have a Conkeldurr talk. I mean, if a Conkeldurr existed, like...
I forgot about that, yeah.
If Pokemon existed, and I had the option to either have a Conkeldurr talk to me... Goodness sake. Talk to me while it was standing next to me using a urinal, rather than getting married, I'd probably still... pick marriage. No, but I mean, I'm not sure what lengths I would go to if it would make Pokemon real.
I mean, if it like, you would have to have like every time you went pee, you'd have to have a Conkeldurr.
Oh, every time.
Every time you went pee, you'd have to have a Conkeldurr just sitting there watching you. But on the opposite side of that, it would also make all Pokemon real. So. So yeah.
See, no, I could bear that. I think I could bear that.
He's just gonna sit there and grunt the whole time, so you know.
Grunt. Would he just be staring at you?
Yep.
Staring where exactly?
And every once in a while he'd squeak his nose. Like,
Huh? Huh?
Yes.
I would love that. In
Exactly.
fact, I want that to happen now. I don't care if it's watching me. It's a Pokemon. I mean, like, as long as it doesn't, like, touch me. I mean,
if that happened with him, I'd walk in, I'd see the two stone pillars and be like, compensating?
like, what if I just caught it? Well, because I'm assuming Pokeballs are real.
I don't know. Should they be real?
Well, if Pokemon are real, then surely.
Yeah, I mean, that's a whole different thing. Like, Pokemon could be real, but we might not have figured out how to catch them, you know?
But the thing is, before people had Pokeballs, this is a part of the Pokemon lore now.
Oh.
Before people had Pokeballs, they would simply get the Pokemon to, like, it'd be like a domesticated dog thing, you know. They wouldn't be a dog, but they would be like just a companion.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, you wouldn't catch them; you'd have to just win their trust, and they would go alongside you. So I don't suppose it'd be too much of a deal if we didn't have Pokeballs and Pokemon did exist.
They'd just be our pets.
Yeah, I just have to tell that Conkeldurr to go away.
So, alrighty, guys, if you are interested in having a Conkeldurr watch you go pee, how about you let us know in the comment section down below?
Yeah, and remember, if you want to catch up on the rest of the episodes, if you're watching this on one channel or the other, there is a playlist in the description, and there's also Nick's channel in the description if you want to go subscribe to him. So yeah, remember to like, favorite, subscribe, and do all the things. See, I nearly did Dodger's outro from the Daily Bite there. I don't know whether you watched the Daily Bite.
Don't.
Like, favorite, subscribe to all the socials, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Remember to not use ad block to support us so that we can buy wedding rings. Because I didn't actually sort that out last night.
Yeah. Well, like, couldn't you just buy that one in TF2? You know that?
Yes.
Something special for someone special, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I'm surprised at the amount of those that get accepted. Because you get a notification, like, every time it happens.
Yeah.
It happens too often. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone.
So long.
Goodbye.
I did something different for the outro that time.
But I've prepared a little something special for you.
Okay.
And this is it was for you.
Okay.
I put a lot of work into this. As in, about 15 minutes ago.
Wow.
I thought, hey, this will be fun to do. Alright.
Oh, alright. That does sound like masses of work.
I got a headache. It was so much exhausting.
Wow.
I've literally practiced 0, so here, we're just gonna go for this.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I don't really remember how this goes, so we're gonna do fun. I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch 'em all is my real quest. To train that one is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. That's really cool sounding. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. No. I know it's my destiny. Pokemon, you're my best friend. In a world we must defend. Pokemon, our hearts so true. Our porridge will pull us through.
Will carry us through.
You teach me and I'll teach you, Pokemon. Yep, there we go. That's it.
That was wonderful.
Really?
That was the best serenade I've had in at least 2 minutes.